How's it going, everybody? I'm Lewis, and we've got a new update from the Old School RuneScape team, Grapes and PvP poll features. Today's update brings the ability to farm your own grapes, along with a host of features from the recent PvP themed poll. Starting off with grape farming. Lord Kanda Hosidius has finished preparing his vinery in the southeast of Kourend, and has opened it for use by anyone who's got 65% favour with the Hosidius house, under the supervision of his charming son, Panda. Treat the vine patches with saltpeter and plant a grape seed to start your vine growing. The Vintner Gallo will protect them automatically, so you don't need to have to worry about diseases. There are going to be 12 patches, and you'll be able to use all of them at once. Once a vine is fully grown, you can claim your XP and pick the grapes. Level 36 farming is required to grow grapes at all, although players with higher farming levels would get substantially more grapes from each vine. When all the grapes are picked, the vine will automatically die of old age, and can be cleared with a spade. This death cannot be reversed with the resurrection spell, since it did not arise from disease. Grape seeds can be purchased with reward points from Farmer Gritola's Tith Farm for 2 points per seed, and the seeds are tradable. Additionally, as a side note, next week they hope to launch an update where you can lock your house favour at 100% with a few graphical changes to Kourend based on player suggestions. Next, PvP quality of life updates. The Teleblock spell now has different animations to reflect whether or not the spell hit successfully. The Wilderness Obelisks have had their diary reward redesigned. Previously, a player who had completed the diary would be forced to click through a menu to choose their destination, which could be awkward during combat. Now all players left-clicking the portal will be taken to a random destination, and players that have unlocked the reward of the Hard Wilderness Diary will now be able to access 2 extra options on the portal. One allows you to set a destination for the portal, and the other makes the portal teleport you to it. It looks like they're making the obelisk remember which destination it is, so it's kind of like a favourite destination, although you will be able to set it whenever you like. The Bounty Hunter timer has been changed, so that you get at least a minute after killing a target before being reassigned a new one. Previously, you could get assigned a new target so quickly you couldn't collect the loot from your last victim. Monsters in the low-level wilderness north of Edgeville are now unaggressive on Bounty Hunter worlds, so hopefully they'll interfere less with your PvP activities. The final PvP related update is that Deadman mode now offers 6 hours of immunity from combat for new players, giving them a chance to get off level 3 before ponage happens to them. If you want to cancel your immunity before the 6 hours elapse, talk to the Doomsayer in Lumbridge. Next, the Telekinetic Theatre. They've made some changes to the Telekinetic Theatre in the Mage Training Arena by Alcarid. It now has substantially different code for the movement of the Guardian in the maze, so you can start walking to a new position while the Guardian is responding to your last telegrab spell, meaning that, in general, the Telekinetic Theatre area will be slightly faster when you're doing it. Next, the Well of Goodwill. The Well of Goodwill has returned to Varrock by the Western Bank. They'll be opening it on Friday as part of their Game Blast 2016 festivities, which is happening between the 27th and 28th of February at midday British time. Finally, in other news, Larry will no longer allow you to take a follow to the iceberg if you teleport with him from the zoo in the Cold War quest. The chests in the Temple of Light now ensure you have enough inventory space to take their contents. The animation for the Ruby Bolt E special attack has been replaced, since the original version caused numerous issues with NPCs such as Zora being turned invisible. The intelligent reports received when hunting criminals around Kourend have had their XP rewards recalculated to be less generous to low-level players. The Bone Crusher can no longer be alchemized. The chat head for the fisherman on Piscarilius Beach now matches his model. Players can no longer show Nuff's certificate to the Fairy Godfather in Fairy Tale Part 2 while not carrying the certificate. Bloating bloated toads with ogre bellows can no longer be done in combat. A misspelling of Pharaoh in the Jar's dialogue has been corrected. The Wedge and the Master Crafter now stand still, so they're less likely to overlap the click zone of the nearby bank chests. Khazar guards now pay attention to your gender rather than just stating him. And Kriara Jr. no longer brings pain to your ears with its very loud sound effect. So all of these updates seem fairly well and good. All of them pretty much coming from the most recent polls we've had, especially the PvP ones obviously coming from the PvP suggestions poll. And there's also a few various sort of bug fixes and quality of life updates like the Telekinetic Theatre. If you want to discuss this update, please go on the forums or in my comments below. If you want to watch the latest Old School RuneScape developer blog, please click here for Monkey Madness 2. And if you want to watch the latest Old School RuneScape news post, please click here for the Clank Up conclusion. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and share, and if you want to keep up to date with the Old School RuneScape updates, devlogs and polls, please subscribe. I've been Lewis, thanks for watching, goodbye.